Welcome back, students. We are going to do the last problem. So it is something really practical. In this problem, they have given you cash book, bank column alone they have given. Similarly, they have given the bank statement. From this, we are going to prepare a bank reconciliation statement. When you can do it with different specimen, you can have your own cash book and your bank statement and do a bank reconciliation statement at any time. Right? So, what we have to do is that we have to keenly observe this cash book. In cash book, on the debit side, we will have all the receipts, and on the credit side, we have payments. So, in bank, all the withdrawals will be on the debit and all the deposits on the credit. So, what we are going to do now is that we are going to make a comparison between the debit column, receipt side, debit column of your cash book with that of the credit side of your bank statement. What are we going to do now? We are going to just make a small comparison between the items given in the debit side of our cash book with the credit side of our passbook. So shall we do it now? As I told you, we are going to make a comparison between the debit side of our cash book with that of the credit side of our passbook. So we'll go one by one. Right? So you have the opening, leave that balance. Then you have 2 RAM. Even that balance is given. By balance brought down on the credit side. Your cash balance 9,000. The same is given on the credit side 9,000. Then 2 RAM 2,200. It is given by check RAM 2,200. Right? And then to Prem 1,500. You have received a check from Prem. By check Prem 1,500. Done. And then to Pavitra. So we have received a check from Pavitra. But it has not been credited. It is not there. So if an item is missing, you just mark it. So to Pavitra 3,400. It is not there. So I have put an into mark here. Then to Devi. We have received from Devi 2,600. See, 2,600 is here. And then to Money. So we have received a check from Money, but it is not there. So I have marked 1,100 to Money. Okay, so it is missing. Then to Shankar 350. So we have received a check and deposited with the bank, but not yet credited. It is missing. So I have marked it here. Then interest received. So interest has been credited to our account, but we didn't record that in our cash book. It is missing. So I have marked this. So these are the items which are missing on the debit side of our cash book and on the credit side of our bank statement. Similarly, we are going to compare the credit side, payment side of our cash book with that of the withdrawal column of our bank statement. So by drawings 1,700. But in here in withdrawals they have just given 700. That's a difference of 1,000. The 1,000 rupees is shortage. Right? Actually we have withdrawn 1,700, but only 700 has been deducted from our account. You still have 1,000. But in cash book, you have recorded as 1700, which means our cash book is less but our bank balance is more to the extent of rupees 1000. Okay, so you have to write somewhere and keep it. Then by Sumi 3300, it is there. So items which are there, just put a tick mark. Then by salary 2800, it is there. To check salary 2800. Then Kyle 1700, it is there. And then Puja, we have made a payment, check payment. We have issued a check to Puja, but not yet presented. Check issued, but not yet presented. Puja 4200. Similarly, Sam, it is not there, 2000. Then Rahim 1100, it is not there. Then by rent, okay, we have issued a check for rent. Even that check has not been presented for payment. When we issue a check, we will deduct that from our cash book. But those checks need to be presented for payment. Only then money gets transferred from our account to their account. Now, money transfer did not take place. So, it is not shown in the withdrawal column, right? Our bank balance remains the same, but we have already deducted all these items. We have shown as if we have made the payment there in the cash book. So, cash book is less, but our bank balance is more. So, now we have marked all these things. Then 2 bank charges, 15 rupees has been deducted, but we didn't record that in our cash book. It is missing. So, I have marked it here. So, next step, we are now going to prepare bank reconciliation statement. You can either start with the balance, cash balance available 2250, balance as per cash book 2250. You can use this as a starting point so that at the end you will arrive at 7685, favorable balance as per bank statement. Or you can start with 7685, balance as per bank statement, and then you will arrive at 2250 balance as per cash book. So it is up to us either to start with balance as per cash book or balance as per bank statement. If you start with balance as per cash book, you will get balance as per bank statement at the end. If you start with balance as per bank statement, you will be getting balance as per cash book at the end. Now let us move on to the solution. So we are starting with the title bank reconciliation statement as on 31st of March 2017. So as I told you, from that cash book, we know the closing balance of cash 2250. That will be the opening balance for the next month. Right. We are now we are preparing this on 31st of March 2017. So we are taking the cash balance available on 31st of March 2017. That's why we are taking the closing balance, right? So balance as per cash book 2250 given in that statement. Then we are now going to add few items. Under that, so we have marked those missing items, remember, in both cash book and the bank statement. We have made a comparison, debit side of cash book and credit column of the passbook. Similarly, credit side of our cash book with the withdrawal column of the bank statement. We have marked few items which are missing. Only those items has caused the difference in the balances. That's why we are preparing this bank reconciliation statement. So you would have seen checks issued but not presented for payment. Right? On the credit side of your cash book, you would have seen Pooja 4200, Sam 2000, then Rahim 1100. These are checks which are issued but not presented for payment. Which means we have recorded these items in our cash book, but it is not presented for payment. So there is no money transfer taken place. Able to understand? So 7,300 has been deducted from our cash balance, but our bank balance remains the same. Cash book is less, bank balance is more. What has to be done? Our starting point is cash book. So any adjustment to be made has to be done only on the cash side, right? So we will add that. So put 7,300. Then the next item, check issued for rent not presented. So rent 1,100. Again, check has been issued for rent, but it is not presented for payment. We have deducted that from our cash book, but bank balance remains the same. Cash book is less, bank balance is more. What has to be done? We have to add it. Then this drawings, I told you, no, we have deducted 1,700 from our cash book, but only 700 has been recorded in our bank statement. The difference of 1,000, it is undercasting of drawings in the bank statement. So in this case, our bank balance will be more, but our cash balance is less. What has to be done? We have to add the 1,000 rupees difference will be added. Then interest received not recorded in cash book. The last where is that? Interest has been received 900. Last item on the credit column of your bank statement. On 30th of March, by interest received on this 900 has been directly credited to our account. It is not recorded in the cash book. So what has to be done? Our cash book balance is less, but our bank balance is more. We have to add. So when you add 7,300 plus 1,100 plus 1,000 plus 900, total comes to 10,300. So you are going to add this 10,300 along with the balance as per cash book 2,250. The total comes to 12,550. C is equal to A plus B. Now D. Items which are to be deducted will fall under the category D. So again, we made the comparison between the cash book and the bank statement. Right? Credit side of our cash book with the debit side we have already seen. Similarly, we are going to see the debit side of our cash book with credit side of our bank statement. So in your cash book on the debit side, we have checks deposited. It is a receipt. We have received a check from Pavitra. We have deposited, but that amount has not been credited to our account. 3,400. Similarly, money 1,100. We have deposited the check with the bank, but not yet credited to our account. Similarly, Shankar 350. Right. Checks deposited but not cleared. Once we receive a check, we will add it up in our cash book. And those checks are being deposited with the bank, but it is not yet cleared, not yet credited. Bank balance is less. Cash is more, bank balance is less. What has to be done? We have to deduct. 4,850 will be deducted. Similarly, the last item on the debit side of bank statement, bank charges 15 has been deducted from our account. But we didn't record this in our cash book. cash book is more, but bank balance is less. What has to be done? We have to deduct. So 4,850 plus 15, 4,865 has to be deducted from 12,550. So you will be getting 7,685. E is equal to C minus D, balance as per bank statement. So just have a look at the cash book and bank statement again. So we started with this 2,250. Now we are getting this balance 7,685. Your bank reconciliation statement is correct. Similarly, you can try out the other way around. You can start with balance as per bank statement 7,685. Follow the same logic and at last you will get this amount 2,250 if you start from the reverse side. So items which you have deducted will be added. Items which you have added will be deducted so that you will get this amount. So you can try that on your own.